Here, yeah?
Well, that's funny enough. That's where that blade mark is.
Okay.
You see here?
It's almost like I knew. Well, welcome to another Guns Contractors video. Today I am connecting, or I'll be connecting up some of the gullies that I put in last week when I had the tarmackers here and we were fixing some potholes. The second stage of this project is to improve the drainage on these roads. So there's a few areas where there's a long stretch between gullies, and gullies are getting overwhelmed. Some of the soakaways I've improved before over the years, and now we're going to add some new ones to just try and improve things really. So this week's job is to dig 3 new concrete ring soakaways, and I've got 1.2 diameter concrete rings here, perforated for soakaway, and a couple of plain ones just for the sort of the upper part of the structure. My plan is to go down about 2.7, 2.8 meters, something like that. I've got 2.5 meters of concrete rings, and try and, well, we will be improving the drainage. So, as I said, I sucked the gullies in last week in the road and got them tarmacked in while the guys were here doing that. And this week is more fun for me because it's all about digging and getting this, getting these rings in. So tricky dig here on this particular spot. We've had to cross the footpath, dig under that hedge, which we did earlier, and now we're excavating for the rings, which I don't think will get completely done today. I can only work so many hours before it gets dark, sadly, at this time of year. But we'll make a start on it. Try and get ourselves down. I will find chalk. I know the geology of this area is I'll be hitting chalk probably a metre or so down here. So I've done plenty of places around this estate, and I know I'll find the chalk varying places, but I should find it somewhere. So that's the hope. Dig down to the chalk, dig through the clay, and that'll improve Soakaway hugely. And this particular hole is between 2 different existing services. So I've got yeah. So I've got an electric cable to my right hand side which feeds these street lights, and I've CAT scanned that, got the Jenny out, scanned that, and I know that is about 18 inches, 2 foot to the right hand side of this hole. And then on my left I've got a trickier service, which is a fibre optic. There's 2 ducts of it. I know because I've lifted the manhole, so I know it's I know what it is, but of course tracing it is tricky. So we've traced down the ducts, and we're fairly confident it's somewhere over where Rick stood at the moment. Have got someone helping me this week because we've got not just a lot to achieve, but lifting concrete rings in is not easy on your own, and digging down between services and underneath footpaths and things, you know, it's just a bit easier with a bit of hired help. So Rick is in this week to help. We've got a tractor trailer on Muckaway, which a little bit more capacity than my dumper, and they weren't using it, so been able to borrow that. And we're just digging carefully. I don't want to do anything stupid, come across another service that maybe I didn't know about. The problem with these old estates is there's so much in the ground, they don't know what's here. and you know, you know, due diligence and all that. You try your best, but always smart to dig in layers. And also where the soil is going to go, we're going to take it in 2 different areas and spread it out. So I want to keep topsoil or topsoily and subsoil as one, because that'll go to one area. Topsoil I've kept to the side just to obviously make good on top of the ring. And the chalk we're going to use on a farm track, which will hopefully save me having to get rid of that. So that's the idea, and improve the track at the same time. So I'll be tipping that along a track, and then I'll level that out with the front bucket of the backhoe. So three different soakaways to do, 3 different locations, and that's where really this machine comes into its own for me, because you're working over probably, you know, half a mile kind of work area. I think Rick's full on that, so he'll be well pleased. We've got a tractor with a cab on him, so he's essentially got a cab dumper, which is very, very nice indeed. Going to tip that. Right, so this is our little soil heap. We're going to try and keep the soil. Just going to push it up so that it makes it a bit easier for him. Find the right gear does help. These things push a bit. And then I can shape this up once we've got all the pile in place. Be another little job to do. And for now, at least heap it up to allow us to carry on tipping will be the key. Lucky really we've got the weather on side, because it's been interesting, hasn't it, this autumn, if you've been in the UK. And I know we're far from the only ones to have had some interesting weather this autumn as well. So yeah, no hurricanes for us, luckily, but it's been very, very wet, and the last couple of weeks have just turned, well, I wouldn't say, I mean, it's been grey and dreary. It is very boring weather, but it's not been falling out of the sky on our heads, and you know what, I'll take that as a win at the moment. So that's been an advantage, especially when you're playing with this heavy clay stuff. It's not very nice material when it's wet at all. In fact, it's bad enough really when it's relatively dry as it is. So just want to make sure we don't get any of that on the stewardship, because the farmer will not be happy with that. Rule 1, don't drive on the stewardship. And I assume that would be the same for getting muck on it. Make sure we get that off the edge there. People think farmers are a bit over the top with the old stewardship, you know, thing, but it is something they get audited on, and therefore, you know, if you haven't got as much might be a tiny amount, but you know, you've said you've got X amount of acres in stewardship, and if you haven't, you haven't. If there's muck on it, or it's been driven on, or any of that, it's no good. So we'll make sure we don't interfere too much with that. Death can be fatal. And this is the track where we're going to put the chalk on when we start bringing that out. So not too bad for a tip, and I can spread it out every time we get a load in. But for now, I think we're getting to the point where we're running out of light, to be honest. I think we'll knock it on the head in a minute. It's gone 4 o'clock. So yeah, that's the plan. Get it back into 2-wheel drive. Don't want to wear the tyres out down the road. And I'll catch you tomorrow when we get the rest of that hole dug. Hopefully get the rings sunk in. Get it backfilled with any luck. Get number 1 Soakaway out the way. So we got our shingle delivered. Get it delivered in the compound, then we can work out of here, which is a little bit away from the 3 Soakaway towers themselves, but there's nowhere really to tip it next to the roads and all of that sort of stuff. So sometimes you've got to work smart, or sometimes you can't work as smart as you'd like to, but you have to work neat at least. And this is the best I think we can do in this situation. Load the trailer up. Just going to bed the dug down to chalk. Found the chalk, lovely chalk now. So we're just going to bed the bit of shingle, bed the ring in, and I don't want to spill too much out the side. The problem is this trailer doesn't have a tailgate, you see, so I don't know where the tailgate has gone for it. But we don't have it, so it's a little bit tricky with something like shingle. It likes to fall out the back of it. And these Fleming trailers, this is the sort of trailer actually I'd love to tow behind the backhoe. I think that would work really, really well. It's the perfect kind of size. The TR4 Fleming trailer. Get it in yellow maybe. I could do one more, why not? He wants one more. He wants one more. Who are we to give it to him? So yeah, it'd be a great size to tow behind the backhoe if we could ever get there one day, maybe. Even just off-road. I say off-road in a place like this where, you know, the estate's big enough to be its own world, really. It would be lovely, but needs a proper tow bar, wants some electrics really, and I think it wants a tipping service as well, which you could probably run off the extra dig or something like that. I'd just wants a bit of thought, but yeah, it'd be a wish list maybe one day, maybe on that mighty 4CX that I'd love to have sometime, but for now we'll make do. And the tractor trailer, you know, it works well. It's there are advantages to having a separate machine on the tractor, aren't there? So right, I need to now get myself out of here. Too many people about, that's the problem. There's always someone else with you, and then we can just romp ourselves down to the job. And that's why the backhoe concept works so well for me, because I can rip-roar around between the various jobs. As this one we're doing is only up here. We have got another one a little bit further away to do up there, and the other one's even, to be honest, even closer than this is. But for now, I've got to get myself back in there, move my barriers out the way and stuff. So I'll catch you again when we're getting the first ring in. Right, so we're at the point now of getting the biscuit on. Rings have all gone in nicely, levelled up. It's gone pretty well. So just the cover slab, or biscuit as it's known, to go on top. Then I'll have to do a bit of bit of brickwork to build up for the manhole and things, which we can do in a couple of days' time. Try and get all these towers in for now, and then I can go around and do the brickwork all in one kind of go, sort of. That's the idea. Rick's just making sure we're rightly rigged. Oh, it looks pretty good. Worst thing of working in a tight area like this is you have to do 2 or 3 different movements. You can't get everything up nicely with you where you can sit in one position. So you have to just keep moving, which is all right. Just to get in position to lift things in. Which is easy enough to do. The new backhoes, you don't have to keep switching between front and back because it knows which way you're facing, and you just liven the controls up accordingly. Whereas I have to keep switching, but there you go. Can't have it all. Got the problem with this Instagram generation. Got Rick filming now. Wait for him to spin the slab round. You finished Instagramming?
Yes. I'll tell you what it's all about in a minute. Stop! Tell you, I just can't get the staff.
Too far. No good at the Olympics. Only thing is, because it's rubbing on that side of the hole, isn't it? What do you think? Chisel a little bit off, and or I might be able to push it. Do you think I might be able to push it on the inside of the?
I'll just chisel it.
That looks better.
And then it could go that way and touch. If you've got resistance, it means it's lipped in.
Well, I don't know if it has a lip on it, does it?
Yeah. That feels pretty good. Same overhang all the way around.
Looks even from what I can see here.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Shingle.
Manhole cover.
Yeah.
Or do you reckon you could put?
Oh, it'll never sit there nicely.
If you had the other bucket, you could do your shingle with it.
Yeah.
In there, but unless you want to run down and get the other machine.
Don't know if you won't get the reach though, will you? Well, I've got to get out of here anyway, haven't I?
Yeah. So you take that away.
Yes.
I could go down in the tractor to pick.
Leave the tractor up here. I've got to take this back down anyway. I'll hook it on a hook and sling it over the hedge for you. Then you can drive in here and get ready while I go and get the manhole cover.
Okay.
Leave them on.
Take this off.
No, leave them on.
Sure.
Yeah. I'll go and hook a manhole cover.
How are you getting out if I'm there? I need to move, don't I?
You'll have to move. I'll get out. You come back in the other way. See where I'm going with this?
To me?
Yes.
Oh, and then to you?
To me, yes, that's right. No, it's to me. To me, to me.
Me to me, and then me to you to me.
I'll take a bucket while I'm here.
What I forgot was the to me bit.
To you?
No, to me.
No, it's to me, isn't it?